Hello again. The English city of Oxford is of course famous for having the oldest university in the country. In recent years, it has become better known for both its grooming gangs and also the decision to turn it into a so-called 15-minute city. These two things, though, are only outward manifestations of a deep hatred among those running the city for the civilisation which produced the university itself centuries ago and made Oxford synonymous with learning and academic research. Western civilization is founded upon the twin pillars of the Christian Bible on the one hand and the classical world of Greece and Rome on the other. Anybody wishing to hack away at the roots of English society would do well to start by causing as much damage as possible to these two aspects of life in the country and its intellectual history. Christianity has of course been under attack for decades, with the result that we now feel uneasy about even wishing each other a Merry Christmas, but classical civilization has been rather overlooked. Those running the city of Oxford have suddenly discovered that they have a golden opportunity to set this straight by disposing of some of the most important artworks in their possession, which they say are no longer appropriate in the modern world. One of these paintings can be seen in the thumbnail to this video. It does look pretty old-fashioned, I suppose, with all those white people. Let's face it, paintings featuring the head of John the Baptist and the rape of the Sabine women are bad news for modern viewers for two reasons. The lesser of these is that one is gruesome and the other depicts sexual violence against women. These are two of the paintings in particular that are now on the list of suspicious items for Oxford Council. There's a statue in the basement of the town hall in Oxford, which is of people hunting foxes as well. A Liberal councillor in the city has put forward a motion saying that within Oxford City Council's art collection there are several items that have no practical value to the city, do not have a clear link to Oxford, and depict themes that are inappropriate for a progressive public body that wants to lead by example, namely animal cruelty and gender-based violence. Of no practical use. Yeah, that just about sums it up, because many of the books that I have on my bookshelf are of no practical use. Most of the things in the National Gallery are of no practical use. Michelangelo's David? No practical use. This really does reveal the processes, the thought processes of those behind this sort of thing. The motion goes on to say that they do not represent Oxford's ethnic diversity either. The Liberal Democrat, it would be a Liberal Democrat councillor who has put the motion forward, Catherine Miles, says that the proposed sale of these works could fund the acquisition of new artworks which would balance out the many portraits of white male figures. And right there, you see it. This is the latest shot fired in the war against white men. You know, those people who created the world in which we now live, the people who invented everything from telephones to the modern legal system, antibiotics to space rockets. By erasing them from view, it might be possible to refashion society in this country and pretend firstly that England has always been a multicultural society, but also to stop black people and those from South Asia feeling bad about the fact that they are living in a country created by white men. This then is an attempt to rewrite the past. It is all of a piece with the renaming of street names, the removal of statues. The aim is to transform the country and replace real history with a version in which leading roles are played by women and Africans rather than white men. At best this is bizarre, at worst it is deeply sinister. As usual in the description to this video I give a link to a piece about this subject.